I do believe that I am the only IQOU graduate. I
Wow.
graduated from IQOU. I'm declaring that I have a degree from IQOU. I spent 30 years, actually maybe more than that, on the campus of IQOU, and I am claiming to have a.
You might as well be the dean.
First of all, I'm about to say, I went there as well. I know what Mark's talking about. I was there with him later on. How do you know? I have a doctorate from there.
No, I'm
doctorate. Oh,
I couldn't even finish because some of these messages that keep popping up on the side are literally taking me out, man.
Oh my goodness! We got our favorite coming back to make another appearance. AP.
Yo,
with a nice picture of the Sheikh when he was alive. May Allah forgive him for his transgressions. But here's a quote that he just can't stay away from the shirk. He just can't.
I mean, this man is a shirk machine. That's it. He's a shirk machine. If anyone who can't see this, it says in the caption, and I hope that maybe his phone got hacked. Maybe someone is mocking him. This joint says, "My purpose in life is whatever you want from me." So, I mean, if we can get serious for a second, because this really is a very, very serious thing. He said, this is more serious than him making sujood to the grave, because we don't know, maybe he fell. You know what I mean?
Matter of fact, 2 years ago, my son, they took my son, put him in a shed, locked him up and all this old crazy, and say he was possessed and all this. I didn't hear from my children maybe about 3 years ago. I wasn't hearing about them for a long time. You know, now I'm hearing about this. And then the dude that's supposed to be a hafiz, I had my son for 1 year. He came up here to Indiana for 1 year. And I asked him, try to, get back to, time with him and everything. He explained to me his own words. Allah Ta'ala be my witness. This man handcuffed him to a bed and beat him, on the land. So you gonna tell me I have you living in crazy conditions for how many years, but yet this man been married to you for however years, obviously a shorter period of time, and he takes your own flesh and blood and beats him however he does, handcuffed to a bed. But I'm the guy that needs to be vanquished.
We've come to an era and a time where people have basically dissected tasawwuf out of Islam. They've basically made it seem like you're either a person that follows Sharia or you're a person that follows only tariqah, and they call the people who follow just tariqah Sufi.
He is flabbergasted. He's like, what? Like, he can't believe I didn't.
Yeah. Let's see who can get the best caption for this in the comments. This Joe. Basically, he's probably thinking right now. If he was thinking, if you can get in his head, he's probably like, man, this is what 40 years of my daggone money produces. I've been paying dues for 40 years, and this is what the result.
He knows he's been swindled, but he's like, my heart, my efforts, like it's just...
They're hiding in the corner now. We're alive. They're alive. Let's do it. Come on and state your cases and your claims. We will accept the truth if you have it with you, and we'll be happy to do so, and vice versa. So now you all people are hiding in the corner from us. You have the opportunity to come on and help guide us or whatever. You won't even say a peep. Your female imam has told you, keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything. Keep quiet. And you have obeyed her order to the T. So, I mean, if anybody's getting bullied, actually, it's them. They're getting bullied by their female leader who won't even let them. I heard they was like, I asked for permission to speak out against him, and it was denied. Wow, bro. I mean, how sad is that? You asked for permission to do da'wah, and she said no. Yeah. I will try to help you out as a brother. And I'm a little bit older than you, so as your older brother, let me give you some advice. When you have a dream about a woman, that's called a wet dream, okay? So that just means you get up and you just take a ghusl, You make sure, you know what I mean? You get up quick, you know what I mean? Just make sure nobody sees you, you know, or if people see you, it's okay. But the point is, you got to take a ghusl. So you wash up, you take a bath, and then you proceed to make Fitrah or whatever. So that's all that is. It doesn't mean it's nothing spiritual. It doesn't mean you get to marry the girl. That just means you had a dream about a girl. And every boy on the planet Earth, man, sometimes if you know, you're going to have dreams about women you think about all the time. If you're thinking about them all the time, you'll have a dream. And that's all it is. You just had that wet dream, bro. Yeah. That's it.
When we come to celebrate Urs, Milad al-Nabi and all these events.
So pause it.
You couldn't remember that? Like the most popular bid'ah?
If you heard him, he said, what do they call the birth of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam?
Oh my God.
They literally ran a clown up front. Like,
this is how you know Noor was definitely never actually part of the Jamaat. Everybody knows about the Milad Nabi. We all celebrated growing up.
How do you not know what the Milad of the Nabi is?
I mean,
people don't celebrate know what it is. This is the guy that was in the other picture.
It's like I told you, right? They're just gonna have someone they know, and then like, all right, cool. Now we don't really.
Who is that doing the injection? I know that ain't Gonzalez.
Hafiz a singer or YouTuber.
Yes.
Oh my God!
I told you she a doctor as well. She really does it all, man. Like shout out to her.
She about to maim this dude with that deal.
She's like, all right, so I'm pretty sure I see a vein here, maybe.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Yo.
I mean, what type of games y'all playing, man? Look at this, man. This
nice house, curtains up, nice blue
I'm about to say
suede couch.
This is not a flood relief area, I can guarantee you. All right.
Years upon years, of course. So, you know, I could have helped him out, you know, if you'd have wrote this down. He'd be like, he sat with them in Kilwas, he sat with them in discourses, he sat with them at Ma'idas, he sat with them at dinner tables, he sat with them when they gave him their money, he sat with them when they kissed his feet, he sat with them at the dinner table, he sat with them at Ma'idas. Like that, he could have just did that a few times, but he ran out of things to say, and then it's like years upon years upon years. It wasn't years upon years. He was here in America for a little while, got them to do some terrorist crap, took advantage of them, got a bunch of money from them, got enough buy-in that he felt comfortable, got scared that, you know, he might get arrested for his terrorist activities, and then fled back to Pakistan and didn't sit with hardly anybody of TMWA for the last 40 years. So it was really a more accurate statement would be he has abandoned y'all for years upon years.
This was my first realization of the sanctity and intimacy that a Talib shares with his Murshid. Nigga, I mean, what is going on here? I mean, this where in Islam? Like, where? Just give me some ayah, some hadith, something about Islam where this type of talk is like. I mean, listen, if this was my first realization of the sanctity. This sounds like somebody on their wedding night or something. Let me just say this. The guy who keeps referring to the guy behind him to help him every time anything remotely Islamic allegedly comes up is supposed to be a follower of the main speaker. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So Noor, who's talking, is supposed to be this guy's spiritual guide and the uppermost, the leader of people on the planet Earth. Now you know that we know that they know, at least Hassan Ali knows, he don't believe he's the seventh sultan, any of that stuff. Hassan Ali does not believe that. He knows it's a lie. He knows it's not true because he's dealing with him. I mean, how sad do you have to be? I mean, how do you sleep at night? You know he's a fool. And you literally got to step in and help him. And then you got to play the game and act like he's leading you in any way.
there's a certain place in as far as honor and respect and treatment in which you should hold her, similar to how you would deal with your own mother, basically. So she should have been at a level in which he would have shown his own mother. Now, would he have yelled at his own mother in the street, ignored his own mother when she's calling his name? She said, Hussein, 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 many, many times. She's ignoring him, telling her that she should be ashamed of herself. The thing is, even if Hussein was right, the way that he spoke to her was 100% out of line, and someone should have smacked him in his face and set him right. Unfortunately, it had to be the woman there. Maybe her son should have done it, but the thing is, he was calling for people to be smacked in the face and set right, to set their actions and how they're going about things, what they're saying, into the right way. And actually, what happened is he was the one who got smacked in his face and set right for the things that he was doing that were wrong. Allahu musta'an.
One more question. So, what about his other wife? His other wives that he left? They weren't bridges. They just got cut out. What were they? Steps, staircases, back roads. I'm being honest. Where do they fall in line with his made-up ideas? Where do they fall in line? This is just genuine, basic questions that anybody in the chat should ask. There's only one wife sturdy enough to be the bridge, Mo. There's only one wife that can handle that weight. There's only one wife that can handle that stress.
The burden placed on her by the community
is placed on her back.
You
gotta have a big back. You gotta have a big back.
Now let's look at this, John. Right? Can we at some point choose violence over silence? So let's think about this thing. He says we were told not to say anything but barking dogs, blah, blah, blah. So think about this. Basically, we're barking dogs. But let's think, who really is a barking dog? What, like a police dog, right? Mm-hmm. The dog literally has an owner, a master, who has it on a leash. Mm. If it says sick 'em, I mean, it's going straight at it. It's not going to think about who you are, what the case may be. So literally, it's just waiting to literally be let loose. So can we at some point choose violence? The dog is ready to go. And they're holding him back. Now get him, boy. So literally, your statuses literally show that you have the characteristics and the urges of a freaking barking dog. Literally a dog. You're barking now, and you really just want violence.
Yeah,
you just want to
in the corner, and as facts upon facts upon facts, he already knows he's actually close with Sal as well. So, but you're in the community, you know what has been done is wrong. You acknowledge that it's wrong, but you still want to fence ride, and he's like, he was talking about Sal. He was like, Sal, he ain't all R2Fing like y'all. You going hard. He ain't R2Fing like you. And I'm just listening to him. This is a grown man, 40-something years old, and I'm just on the phone looking like, and I have to kind of play this role. I really, honestly, I'm this close. I'm telling y'all now, I'm this close to telling every single person about themselves when it comes to this fence riding and all this. I'm this close now. I'm this close.
Okay. Time out. Listen, Sultan, we talked about this before with your brother Mudassir, who they also did this too. And according to your other brother Noor, Mudassir and Fafa did that to his Yu-Gi-Oh cards, whatever the hell. So why, and I get it, whenever it happens to you, now it's an issue, but you've had this status or platform, whatever, to use your voice to speak out prior for the things that happened to your family, your mother, your sister, your brother, in Pakistan, and in Canada, and you haven't spoken up about it at all, right? So I'm having a hard time having sympathy for you, being that you have been really like a snake in trying to play both sides. Like K2's in an altercation with your Umi, right? Okay, and next week I see you're in a photo of him chilling, posing for photos for Eid. So I feel little sympathy for you at all, and this isn't really moving me.
Jamal, what you're saying is that at Al-Azhar, which is one of, if not the oldest Islamic university in the world, they got people running around that don't know the meanings of Quran. Like they don't know how to convey it, and they just were able to do that when Mubarak Jilani, who's someone who does not speak Arabic,
is not fluent in the Quran, doesn't even know the Quran like that, and badly speaks, you know, in his discourses, hardly even intelligible. And they were able to then, all of a sudden, after years, centuries of scholarship about teaching the sciences of Islam, and these people just didn't know. And then somehow you pop in a grainy VHS tape of Mubarak Jelani, and all of a sudden they're able to convey all this.
I was completely high on TMOA, like 100% high. I was on the juice high, right? And me and my brothers were looking for property to buy. And we're looking at property. We had one scoped out, like we're all gonna go put in on one. And it was funny because I was like communicating with like the administration, and I was like, yeah, we got this property. It's like it's located here. It's this many acres. We're thinking about buying it, this and that. And then I forget who it was. It was either Ibrahim or Hussein Adams. And they're like, yeah, just make sure you let your brothers know that when you guys buy it, it's Abuji's property. And I was like, yeah. I went to my brothers like, yeah, just let y'all know, like, we're gonna buy this, but this is gonna be Abuji's property. Needless to say, we didn't go in together and buy the property.
I just feel like you just didn't take a lot. Like, I just feel like, how did you miss so much, and where was you?
I want you to name one thing I missed.
Like
because you've missed a lot. You missed the terrorist attacks. You missed the assassinations. You missed the halal marriages. You missed.
Hold up. First of all, what these terrorist attacks, they happened in my time when I was born.
Okay, that's good, but it's what happened though. That's not just
it. You just missed it.
Y'all missed it too. So what are y'all talking about?
We know about it though.
We know about it.
What does that mean? It still happened though.
It still happened.
It doesn't get null and void because I wasn't there. It happened before. Like slavery happened before too. I wasn't there for it. It happened though.
Yeah, you're like what you're saying here is the equivalent of saying there was no slavery in America. I wasn't born yet. That never happened.
I just feel like this. Hold on. Do y'all agree with this? Do y'all agree with this? So listen, when Shaji first came to us, he was ignorant, right? I can say that we were a lot ignorant. Some of us wasn't. Some of us wasn't.
Some of them were smarter than Mubarak Jelani with Islamically, but go ahead.
Sheikha Sahiba. I mean, say that out loud. Muhammad Noor, I want you to go in the bathroom, go in front of a mirror, stand up tall, straight, put your chest out a little bit, and say that sentence out loud. Say, my imam is Sheikha Sahiba Noor. That's my imam. Go ahead and say it 3-4 times. Just really look yourself in the face, because I know you can't look another actual human being in the face and say that. Just start there. Start with saying it to yourself. It sounds ridiculous. It is ridiculous. But hey, we will give him one thing that he actually, said it. I guess. What is Gloria Bass talking about? Has Matthew Gardner made any statements or reached out? I'm like, he did. Yeah, he did reach out. He told us in an official statement from the Shura Council that he can confirm he indeed does have the hips of a black man. I will give $100 cash money, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, however you want it. If any person, because he said children and otherwise, I don't care if it's a kid, a lady, a man, I don't care what it is. If they would just tell me that when Hussein came up there, they were scared and why, I'll give them $100. That's all they got to do. Just tell me, my name is so and so. I was scared and this is why. I wanted just one person, because this person says the women and children are afraid. Like, afraid of what? I would love to know. I won't even ask any follow-up question. Just tell me what your name is, that you were afraid, and why you are afraid. I'll just send you $100.
Have you ever drank any Mubarak water, the hair water? Have you?
No. Funny story though. Funny story. They actually bought some hair to the masjid. And everybody was flabbergasted, wild by it and everything. And, so I'm a kid, I'm young. So I tried to touch the hair. So one of the higher ups plucked my finger I'm talking about plucked it like extra hard and told me not to touch it. Don't ever come near it ever again. It's a special hair.
Wait, so they brought some of Mubarak Jelani's hair
to
the masjid, and they were like, "This is special hair. Don't touch it."
Yeah.
Pakistan.
Yeah. So no, I haven't drunk the hair, but I tried to touch it.
And again, we're only asking for someone with some type of intellectual prowess to step up to the plate and defend these radical, bizarre, erroneous, unacceptable, perverted teachings. I'm dead serious, because at this point, don't speak to me about a Sufi. Just like Umar said, I mean, whenever I hear the word Sufi, okay, I'm gonna behave. When I can't take. So basically, a lot of these words and phrases for me have been stained. They've been stained and tainted, and I can't even say they won't be untainted or unstained. Like, I don't speak to me about no milkshake. Don't talk to me about no shake this shit. No, because what we've lived through over the last 30, 40 years is unacceptable. And y'all dudes are still dragging this stuff. Come on, Egg McMuffin. You really over here with these folks.